300. What's the deal? It's your folks, Shaka. I wanted to share my thoughts with y'all real quick. So I wanted to speak about a little clip that was passed to me featuring this dude, Young Buck. Now in this clip, he spoke about, his situation with 50 Cent and their relationship. And just specifically in the clip, he was asked about what was going on with them, and Young Buck pretty much stated that he really don't know why 50 Cent has a problem with him to the point he would want to take, food off the table for him and his family. He said something like that. And so, somebody asked me, man, why would 50 Cent want to do something like that? They pretty much asked the same thing the dude Young Buck asked. And that's why I'm making the video today. But y'all, if you follow my message, you know that I'm very critical of the dude 50 Cent. However, there is one thing that I said about him when I had an official TikTok channel. I had pretty much stated that, despite all of those things, he comes off like the type of dude that pretty much, like, if you're in his circle, okay, you're a part of his circle, you're with him, he comes out like the type of dude that's gonna humbly give you a lot of opportunities because he want to see the people that is close to him successful, one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? That's just the observation that I've made. You know what I'm saying? When I kind of like look at how this dude 50 Cent has moved, okay, throughout his career. What they show us up front, okay, we don't know these people personally, but when I take into account what I see up front, that's the impression that I get about the dude 50 Cent, okay, despite all the other stuff I disagree with him about. And so just taking that into account, man, I'm not really buying what Young Buck is talking about, okay? I got to keep it a buck. And, man, one thing about leadership, right? When you're in a leadership position, a lot of people who are in a leadership position, they can relate to this. Man, you're going to find that one of the most difficult parts about it is, the recruiting, okay, and sustaining the personnel, you know what I'm saying, keeping them on deck, you know what I'm saying, within the circle, actually being a constructive factor. That's one of the most difficult things, man, because one thing that you'll find is you'll have issues with people like Young Buck, okay? A lot of times the people that you have the most problems with, they will have talent, okay? They're not just a nobody altogether that you're just, trying your best to see something in them that's just not there at all. Okay, a lot of times they will have a special gift or a talent about them, okay? But they will also be the most difficult people to deal with, or some of the most. And a lot of times it will have a lot to do with the fact that they kind of know that they have something, okay? All right, and they start to believe after being down for so long that the rest of the circle or the rest of the people involved in the situation, they can't do without it. All right. And so then it kind of like turns into, what I'm saying, you're kind of like sitting around babysitting this person, instead of dealing with, that person that you actually wanted and believed that they could evolve into, considering that they did have a talent. If you all are following me here, but just like I said, man, if you've been in a leadership position, you understand what I'm talking about. And if you're on your way to that position, definitely pay attention to this video because, it happens, man, and you have to know when to draw the line. And y'all know when I talked about Young Buck, I think I mentioned it on one of these videos. He was, in my opinion, the sole reason why G Unit was so successful. Okay, he was the first reason. And the reason why is because he gave them access to regions nobody would have ever been listening in if he wasn't there. Okay, I mean, kind of like when you think about 50 Cent and everything going on with his music career in general, that has been the case. Okay, really the East Coast and the New York that he came out of wasn't the reason at all, for real. He was successful. All right, but just specifically speaking about, Young Buck, he was a serious asset to that G Unit team. All right. And I think that that's probably one of the number one reasons why 50 Cent was having the problems with him. But on the flip side of that, 50 Cent continued to try to, work with the dude. All right. You hear about how he tried to pay his taxes, or he paid his taxes and all these various different things, and they kind of like still didn't get right. Okay. And, a lot of times, man, it comes down to just the quality of the person that individual is. And, when I kind of listen to Young Buck, when he says he don't know why the dude 50 Cent tried to take something off his table, it's kind of like just listening to that, it sounds like he wanted the dude 50 Cent to be more concerned about that than he was, when he was kind of like burning that bridge between him and 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is, had he been, proper about that business relationship and things like that, 50 Cent wouldn't even have had the opportunity, all right, to do such a thing. Okay? But it comes down to the quality of the person he is, regardless of his talent. And I think I seen on some little clip where they had 50 Cent on some radio show, and he was explaining how he think Young Buck's career is over. And the reason why is because of the quality of the person he is, okay? And so, man, that's what I would say about it, man. I don't really think that 50 Cent was the problem or is the problem between them two. I think a lot of it has a lot to do with the fact that this dude Young Buck, he just was not the cloth of the man, okay, that could capitalize off of all of those opportunities and the person in his life that 50 Cent was, okay? And ultimately, that destroyed the relationship between him and 50 Cent, because another thing I will say is, when it comes to leadership and you dealing with people that are close to you like that, the biggest come up for you is that the people around you are successful, okay? Yeah, you expect to get yours, okay, at the end of the day. But you also know that you're going to get a lot more, you know what I'm saying, if the person actually capitalizes off the opportunities that you are presenting to them. It's a W for you on both ends. Number one, it's a W because you have pretty much confirmed that you're going to put people that are close to you and are in your circle in a better place tomorrow. Okay, that's what it's about. And then on the flip side of that, yeah, you're going to benefit a lot more from that person being, more productive and constructive. Okay, and not sitting around wasting your time because they think they all special because they got a little something going on with themselves. Okay, that wouldn't have been a thing, if you didn't get them to where you got them in the first place before they start acting up. And so that's what I would say about that situation, man. All right. Like I tell y'all, man, very critical of this dude 50 Cent, but I can't take that from him in that place. Okay, based off what I see. All right. It's 300.